What's going on, everybody? DrFreeman here. I got another Dota 2 gameplay for you guys today. Today I am going to be playing Axe. And Axe is a really fun pub hero to play. He's really tanky, pretty durable. You're not going to see him in the competitive scene or anything like that too often because he doesn't have any real initiation or escape mechanism, or even a disable for that matter. But that can be upgraded with a blink dagger. But you're going to see this game I actually don't get a blink dagger, but 9 times out of 10 always get a blink dagger. I'm going to be going to the top lane, the safe lane. Lich is going to be coming up top with me. He's really going to help me out. You're going to see Lich plays a really good support this game. He makes a couple mistakes, but before I go over my abilities, let's kind of round out. You're going to see Lich goes for a Frost Blast, level 1. You should always get sacrificed if you're supporting Lich, just because that first wave you can take one of those creeps out, and it just takes the XP away from the enemy team. And on the bottom lane, we have a Bounty Hunter who has a very standard, some regen, some branches, and a Stout Shield. Pretty standard build to start off for him. And we have a Wisp who goes straight into a Town Portal with some regen. Don't really understand that. He could have used that on something else. And we have a Nyx going mid who looks like he's going for a fast bottle. He's got 3 branches, and usually I go tangos for fast bottle, but he went south. All the same, I like my tangos better because it keeps my HP up all the time. Where salve, it's just that one-time use. And he's going to be going up against the Tinker. So let's go back to top lane and Axe. Let's go over to the abilities real quick. Berserker's Call. For a very short period of time, at level 1, it's only 1.5 seconds. You get a huge bonus armor increase while all the creeps and enemy heroes in a short radius around you are going to attack you. That works really well with the ability that I unlocked first, which you always want to max this out first. This is your bread and butter. This is the counter helix. When you're attacked, you have a 17% chance to do a spin move, and it does damage in an area around you. At level 1, it's 100 damage, and at level 4, it's 205. This becomes really helpful with that other ability that I was telling you about, because everybody's attacking you, so there's a percent chance from each one of those, and you just keep spinning. Spin to win, baby. And you also get Battle Hunger. It's a hex you put on an enemy hero where it does damage over a period of time. At level 1, it's 15 damage for 10 seconds, and it slows their movement by 8 and gives you a speed bonus of 8% as well. And your ultimate Calling Blade, or your dunk, when an enemy gets below a certain threshold of HP, which is 300 at level 1, 625 at level 3, it just automatically kills them. You don't want to use it otherwise. You can see I just put a hex on Faceless to chase him out of lane and get him out of that EXP range. With Axe, one of the reasons I went the build that I did, which is Ringer Protection, Stout Shield, and only one healing salve, is I kind of figured they were going to have two melees. They're very melee heavy, so they Tinker almost always goes middle, get those boots of travel. So they had to bring 2 melee up here. So I wanted to be able to stand right in that creep wave, take some punishment, and just spin and harass the hell out of them. And as you can see, they're not coming anywhere near the creep wave. And as an Axe, you're going to push a lane. If it's going to happen, it's going to push a lane with that counter helix. But it is the ability that you want. So all I got to do is stand inside the creep wave, let people hit me, spin, and they're going to rush out. And as you can see, the Magnus is already heading back to base, so he's losing a lot of ability already, and he's only got a bottle, which I don't understand that. The Elder Titan did get first blood on our Wisp, and let's go back up in the lane, and you can see Lich is coming around just to give a little bit of extra harass, keep that Faceless locked down a little bit. The longer we can keep Faceless down, the better. So he does a really good job. You're going to see he's going to pull camps, and I'll explain that really quick. Free camera. This camp right here is what you do at second 15 or 45. You just attack them, and you walk up into here, and the creeps will start attacking that instead of going in attacking inside the lane. So it keeps EXP and gold away from the enemy team. As you can see right now, all I'm doing is grabbing a little bit extra CS. I have that healing salve, so it's not a big deal. I'll just be able to heal up. I'll go back to player perspective. So I popped that. I also got a magic stick with a Magnus. Might get a couple charges on it, so it'll help me with that survivability. Not necessarily the best choice, but I did end up picking it up. I did get my boots. I'm going for Tranquil boots. Early game it's really good. It gives you a little bit of extra armor, and it does give you a heal when you pop that if you haven't been hit. It gives you, I believe, 250 HP over 20 seconds, so I believe 20 seconds. So it does take a little bit, but that Ring of Protection that I bought at the beginning does transfer into the Tranquil boots, so that's pretty nice. Late game, you might want to change it out for something a little bit better, like Power Treads or something like that, but early game on somebody like Axe, who's just going to be standing there taking damage, it really does help. As you can see, the Lich is again staying out of lane, and he's doing a really good job because not only am I getting all that gold, all that experience, he's also keeping his experience high by, see what I was saying, how he's pulled those creeps up, and now when these creeps die, he's gaining experience from that, he can gain gold from that, and it's taking experience away from the enemy team. He's doing a really good job with support. And he did drop one of his wards. He might have wanted to put a ward possibly over here in our jungle just to see if they came around, but he's saving it, I'm guessing, for a little bit, possibly to reward top river for the top room. Magnus is going to try to go on me, sees that it's just me, but again, I'm just going to spin, harass him right back out of lane, throw that Helix on the Faceless, and Lich comes in with a really nice slow, so I should be able to get this kill on Magnus. One more hit, and done. So, got the first kill in lane, pushed Magnus out again, so he's really behind the 8 ball right now. And Faceless again. Faceless is heading back into base. He has no regen. All he has is Boots of Speed and a Morbid Mask. Yes, this gives you a little bit of regen, but I would not suggest going, this is your first 2 items. I mean, he's got no regen. He's sitting there, not in lane, not getting any experience, not getting any gold, where if he would have got a couple Ironwood branches and a Tango and a Salve, he would still be up there, possibly be able to get some gold, pulling creeps past tower. Io goes down again to Tinker. You'll see he has a pretty rough game. I'm not sure if he had played Wisp before, but he can be a tough support to play. But when played right, he's really good, which is why he's banned a lot of times in competitive play. But Lich still doing a really good job, giving me as much gold and experience as I can get. So hopefully I'll be able to stay in lane and get the items that I need to first. I got a Stout Shield, so I might go Ring of Health next, and that'll go into a Vanguard, which I do have everything in my stash as needed for a magic wand, so it'll give me a little bit of extra EXP, but the Magnus is going to go in on me, which doesn't make any sense. So he's got that slow, and I should be able to use my dunk, and he's dead. So now I got 2-0, I got over 1,000 gold, 7 minutes in, I got my Tranquil boots, I got my magic stick just about, and I should be able to get my ring of protection. Yep, there we go. Sorry, ring of health, which gives me a little bit of extra regen and will get me closer to my Vanguard. Vanguard's a pretty good item early on. Axe, really any kind of durable hero who's just going to be sitting there soaking up damage, like maybe even a Tide Hunter or something like that, or a Bristleback. But late game, a Vanguard does not scale well. So if you're having trouble with your CS and you're just not getting your last hits, you're not getting your kills, you might want to skip Vanguard, because later in the game when they start hitting harder, it just does not do the damage. You can see we didn't even have any creeps there, and I just went in and contested him, and as soon as he sees me start spinning, he's got to back off because he can't take that damage. There's nothing he can do. Let's see. Him going back to base. I'm level 7. He just he's level 6, so he's got his ult, but he has no attack speed, so he could theoretically ult me and start hitting me, but it's going to do nothing to me. And not only that, when I'm in his ult, it doesn't. If I remember right, it does not silence me, so I can still spin on him. So really, there's nothing this Faceless can do against me right now. He's just got to sit there and hope he gets something. Looks like he's going to be going down, possibly checking rune. Lich is coming down just to see if I need any assistance, and he's going to go back to pulling creeps possibly. But like I said, he's doing really good job. Soaking up more of that EXP. Let's see what he's got for items. He's still got plenty of regen. He's got his boots, which is awesome. He still has one of those observer wards. And he's just going to give a little bit of harass. I'm going to chase in. I do have my ult, so I should be able to dunk him, and got killed. 3-0. Early game, really good. You can't be scared to stand in lane. You have to be, soak up some of that damage. It's going to happen. I do have a couple wand charges. That's not much, but it does help. And I have my tranquil boots, like I was saying, so I can dive past tower a little bit, take a few hits, then back off, heal, and then go back in, start taking some more creep waves, get some more of that CS. I have enough money for my Vanguard. I'm sending the courier right now to the secret shop. I'll pick that up, and it will be to me shortly, which is just going to help my survivability all that more. Like I said, I don't go for a blink dagger this game, and in retrospect you'll see my my item choice, and I'll kind of touch on that when I do get to it. But I did make a mistake in my item choices, especially looking back on it. But now that I have my Vanguard, the next item, and it's a pretty common item on Axe, is my Blade Mail. And is what it does. Free camera. We'll go into the shop here. Vanguard, first of all, it gives you health, and it blocks a there's 70% chance to block 40 damage, so it's just going to help out with survivability. And then Blade Mail gives me 22 damage, 6 armor, 10 intelligence. Sorry about that, excuse me. And for 4.5 seconds when you activate it, any damage you take goes right back on the attacker. So you're still taking the damage, but they're also taking the damage, so it really helps. Somebody with a fast attack speed like a Faceless, or if you're going up, say, against a Sniper or Drow, somebody like that, you pop that Blade Mail and they're going to go down faster. Even somebody that crits a lot, like a Phantom Assassin, oh man, pop one of those and they'll one-hit themselves. It's actually kind of funny. So I'm pretty close to my core items minus the blink, but shortly I will be I already have the chainmail. One thing that I do, I end up going for the intelligence item second. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that, but like you can see, there's nothing this guy can do, and Lich should be able to get a pretty good, takes him down just enough. Wasn't able to do anything. So now Faceless is down again. He's down for 20 seconds. He's not getting CS. He's not getting any last hits. No experience. Really shutting him down nice. And as a disclaimer, I am going to be fast forwarding through parts of this game. It's a very long game, but that's because of a huge mistake I personally make towards the end of it, and I'll point that out, and it's fairly obvious, but I get way overconfident, and instead of just... You'll see. But, alright, we're going to fast forward a few minutes here. We're at 16 minutes. Let's go to the 20-minute mark. Alright, so, in that 4 minutes, I did get a death. And it looks like we're trying to push top tower. Right now, they did take our mid tower. And we haven't taken any of their towers, which is no good. So that they do have a slight bold advantage. Oh no, we did take their top tower. But it looks like we're going to try to push their mid tower. Now, I do get my Blade Mail, which is nice. So I have that. So I have my core items. And now it's time. This is where you need that initiation. Now that you have your you have your survivability, you have your armor, you have your Blade Mail. So any of that damage goes off on them. So when you get that Blink Dagger, you go in, you hit your Berserker's Call. You hit your Blade Mail, then you hit your Berserker's Call, so everybody's attacking you, so they're taking damage not only from that, but you're spinning, so they're taking damage from that. It's a really good setup to initiate with an axe, but Alright, we're back on the top. He does an ult. I dunk on Faceless and get a double kill on the Magnus. That was a really, really good setup by the Lich. Sorry I wasn't on there before. I got paying attention, explaining my damn abilities. But really nice setup. Lich really took him down with his ult, and then I'll just be able to clean up those kills, get all that extra gold, and now take out these guys. Let's go back to player perspective so I don't lose track of that again. Like I said, I do want to fast forward at different times, but I do get another couple nice kills. I'm going to fast forward again, probably about another. We're at 22. Let's go to 27. All right, so I actually end up dying twice in that time period. There was one of them I made a really bad mistake where the Nyx went in, and this was up by our top tower. The Nyx went in. They were all there, and all I did was jumped in after Nyx stunned. Nobody else went in. Instead of backing up, I just stayed there hoping to spin everybody down. Nothing happened. My blade mail didn't. I didn't pop my blade mail. It was a pretty bad death, and then I ended up dying. Faceless, he does end up getting a little bit of CS. He's got his Mask of Madness. He's got his Power Tread, so that is a plus. But he's still got 0 kills and 3 deaths. And 41 minutes. He's only got 49 last hits. So he's slowed down quite a bit. We have our Tinker, who has his Boots of Travel, which is a necessity on Tinker, so they can he can counter push wherever we are on the map. And you can see right now, and this is a big team mistake that we make. We know that they're top and we're bottom, so we're both teams. We're gonna push each other's tier 1 towers. Well, they have Tinker, who at any time can be anywhere on the map and just counter push. Right? So we're going to go in, we're going to take this, they're going to take the top tower, and you're going to see when we're going for our tier 2 tower, me personally, I don't have a TP scroll on me. I should, especially being that I'm a tank. I need to be able to get into a team fight whenever it's needed. And all Tinker has to do is drop down here, he's going to counter push us, they're going to take our tier 2, and we didn't get any counter push on the top. All I would have had to do was TP top, and they would have had to back off, especially with Bounty Hunter up there. We might have even gotten a kill out of that. So, and the other option we had was Wisp. Wisp could have taken me up there. I could have spun on him a few times, and then I would have dropped right back down. But it was a pretty big team mistake. We just gave them a free tier 2. Not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So I do end up picking up the town scroll. I also have my vitality booster, which means I'm going into a heart, which is a really good pickup on really any tanky item, any tanky hero. But doing that, I would always suggest getting the Reaver first. And I will show you why here. Free camera. I'll just lock on Max. We'll go into upgrades. Heart of Taras. You have the Reaver, which gives you 25 strength, and it's very expensive at 3,200. Vitality booster is 250 health, and then you got your recipe at 1,200. I would always go Reaver first. Save up that money, you get your Reaver. It not only gives you 25 strength, so that gives you 25 extra damage, but it's also giving you 25 times 19 health per each strength, so you're gaining health from it. So you're getting health and strength and damage, where this you're just getting the 250 health. And it's much more expensive, so it's a lot easier to farm out a vitality booster than it is a Reaver just by going into the jungle. Always suggest getting the Reaver first instead of the vitality booster. Let's go back on to player perspective. Looks like we might be trying to set up to push mid. Let's see how everybody's doing here. We have our Lich, 1 kill, 0 death, 6 assists. Like I said, doing really well as support. Our Wisp, I don't think he quite understands how Wisp works. He's not doing all that great. He's 0 and 5. Our Nyx is 2 and 3. He is going for Dagon. He's got level 1, saving up for level 2. And we have our bounty hunter. He does have boots or drum and a diffuser blade, so that's really nice. He can take out possibly their tinker, their enchantments, anybody squishy like that. I do get the kill on faceless, which was thanks to the bounty hunter. All I had to do was walk in and dunk on him. Get rid of this up top. And of course, Tinker counter pushes us. At this point, we probably shouldn't have been so scared of that, of the March of the Machines. But now you can see here, I'm actually pretty out of position. And Lich gets off an ult, try to scare him back a little bit, but we do get a play. Elder Titan gets off his ult, which does a considerable amount of damage, stuns us all. And like I said before, I was pretty out of position. I go back in because I see Bounty Hunter there, but I probably should have just let him do his thing and leave. Now I'm stunned. They got 4 guys around me. There's no way I'm surviving this. It's just not happening. I do get my chainmail off, but it's not going to save me. So then the rest of our team just has to go. I probably shouldn't have been so far out of position, but I was hoping for the kill. And Nyx really wanted this kill, but whenever you have a lockdown like a Void, you got to be really careful. And now that's just going to help Void get more and more kills. He's going to bash, and he takes out the Lich. So now he just got 2 kills. He's going to get a gold advantage. He does have quarterstaff and a blade, so it looks like he's going to be going for a butterfly. I'm not sure rushing a butterfly, I mean, granted we're 30 minutes in, but he doesn't really have any other items. I'm not sure rushing a butterfly might be the best choice for him, but that is the way he's going.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Excuse me. Alright, let's fast forward just a little bit more. Let's go to 40 minutes.
Radiant's middle tower.
Alright, we are taking their bottom tower at this point.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Now we're pushing just Bounty and myself. I do have my
Radiant's
heart,
top tower is under
so that's going to help my survivability quite a bit.
Tower has fallen.
And we're going to possibly be pushing and taking down this tower here. They do have 4 heroes down. All they have is their enchantress up, which really isn't going to do anything, but Faceless does come up, so we have to be somewhat cautious. Plus I have absolutely 0 mana. Faceless is coming in, and with his build now, he probably could build me. He does have the Talisman of Evasion, but still got to be cautious. You see me rushing to the secret shop, and it looks like I'm going for a hood, and that was due to a couple deaths where I had from Tinker and Magnus comboing on me with the laser and things like that. That's just going to help out with that damage reduction. So. Alright, let's see. We got our Nyx. He's up to a level 2 on Dagon with a level 3 recipe sitting there. We got our Lich. He has a Aghanim Scepter, which is really powerful for his ult. Plus he's got Mech, which is obviously a great team item, team utility item that any support, you always need at least one support to pick up, because it gives you that bonus armor as well as that little bit of heal that could save somebody's life. Our IO also has a mech. I wouldn't suggest 2 mechs. There was a couple other things that maybe the IO could have gotten instead of a mech. It's not necessarily. The armor doesn't stack, and the heals, it only works off of one of them. So really, it was absolutely pointless to have a second mech. Huge waste of money right there. Probably could have got maybe a Vlad's, or possibly some drums built into an AC, something, anything besides a mech. And our bounty hunter. Our bounty hunter is really farmed up nicely. He's got phase boots, he's got a basher, he's got his diffuse blade as well as drums. And he's smart, keeping that TP on him, and he's got a claymore in his stash. Doing very well for himself. Let's head back into me. I got my hood, and it looks like I am going to... I forget the item I go to next. I do end up getting rid of my Tranquil Boots, and I go straight into Power Treads. Like I said, they're really good at the beginning, but this late in the game, they're not going to do anything for me. So Let's fast forward again. Looks like we're going to be meeting middle soon, so I'm just going to fast forward this now, see if the fight starts. Fight does start. Void gets a nice one off. He's on me. Not really doing much damage to him, but I do get this stunned, and I'm way out of position. Lich tries to save me with a nice ult. I shouldn't be necessarily going in because I don't have the backup right now. And not only does it get Lich killed, but I'm probably going to end up doing it. I do get a triple. Oh, look at this. I am completely wrong. And that is very much so due to the hood, the heart. I get all that survivability. And again, I really don't remember this, but I was way out of position. That Lich ult really helped because it brought so many of them down on health. And I was able to clean up that kill on Void with my my Hex. So very good good setup for me, even though I was very out of position. But that's the beauty of having such a tanky hero. I was able to take all that on and still survive. And with the heart, I'm already back up to full health.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So we're going to be going after their middle barracks. And it's not. Don't remember if we get this here, but looks like he's gonna scare us off because they do have a couple up. We probably shouldn't have been too scared of this because all they had was their Magnus up and their Tinker for the counter push, but we should have stayed and probably at least got that barracks. And I got almost 4,500 in the bank, so this is one of the biggest mistakes that I make as far as item builds this game. You're gonna see I go into a Shiva's Guard, and although on most heroes I love the Shiva's Guard, it's on Axe really a bad choice. That armor is really nice, but the aura slow, I don't know. Not necessarily is it a bad choice, I guess, but I don't think it's the best choice because one, like I said before, your bread and butter, which is your counter heal, it's based on you getting hit. Now the Shiva's Guard slows all that down, so you might not be spinning as much, you might not be able to do as much damage. So I don't know if it was necessarily the right pickup there. There was a couple other things I could have got. So it looks like they're down in Roche. Roche
has fallen to the Radiant.
Debating on pushing this in, but it looks like they all scatter pretty quick, except the Elder Titan. He kind of sticks around a little bit. I slow him down with that Shiva's Guard, and we should be able to get this kill. Mistake we made, 3 of us here chasing after him. Bounty could have cleaned that up easily, and Void is off killing our Wisp. We left Wisp, did not do much. And with his ult used, there's nothing Void can do to me. Nothing. And you can see how confident I am right now with so many tanky items I have. I'm just sitting here. I know Void is right around the corner. I didn't realize he left so far, but easily just running right into him. There's 3 of them. I know I got Lich coming up. He was chasing me quite often. So he's coming in to help me out. Bounty's right there. Very easy decision to just go in on this, tank as much as I could. Should be able to at least get one of these kills. I shouldn't have used my dunk on there. If I helix him, might be able to get that kill. Get that last kill. And there goes the Elder Titan. Now spin on these guys. Well, now we're gonna go try to take this tower and take this Rex. You're gonna see this is where I make the biggest mistake of the game. This game should be over right now. But all I'm doing is I'm sitting here chasing these guys around. And instead of just taking the barracks when I have the chance, I'm all alone inside the enemy team space. Granted, I can take these guys one-on-one, but soon enough, they're going to end up trying to get after me. And there goes Lich to help me out. Now Tinker's back up, Magnus is up, so now he's got a full heal. Granted, there goes Lich's ass, so he's going to get a massive kill right here. Awesome on him. We had more than enough time. This bottom barracks should be dead without question. It should be dead. And from just screwing around, and even the other team, they pretty much gave up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Instead of just finishing the game, you're going to see Elder Titan come and contest what we're doing. And instead of just taking the barracks, just finishing it off, he's going to silence us, do all these different things, and we're going to go chasing after him, like try to get a free kill. When you have a chance to take the barracks, take it. All this is doing is wasting time. And now almost their entire enemy team is up. I could have been sitting there. Granted, it sucks to let one of your guys die like that, but I could have had this Rax.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And we had a Nyx counter pushing on the other side, but we also had the bounty hunter right there. Ooh. Now their entire enemy team is up. Yeah, we end up getting the kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But now they're pushing us right out. We couldn't take their barracks. All we would have had to do is take their barracks, transfer mid, win another team fight, which wouldn't have been hard to do. And then we could have taken middle racks, ended the game.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And you're going to see we got 2 down, but they're going to push us right back out. We're still trying to fight for these same racks, and it's also going to cost Lich's life, and I believe Nyx's life.
I'm good healed. Where are you going?
Oh no! This is where one of my deaths. I should just run. I should be just running right now. Take the barracks, wait for our team. Now granted, I'm tanky enough where I've been sitting down here pretty much off and on by myself. But should have just taken the racks instead of chasing these guys around. Now they have their entire team up. Here we go. For as tanky as I am, there's nothing I can do.
A soldier's death.
Nothing I can do.
Congratulated.
And I gave Tinker 1,000 gold. Alright, let's fast forward again. 51. We'll go to 56. And now you see, because of that mistake there, they still have their racks. They're pushing mid. They pushed out our tier 2 towers, and they took a tower at our mid. They didn't take our racks, but they took the mid tower, and I'm down. I did end up buying an Assault Cuirass, an AC, so it'll give me even more durability, but that Shiva's Guard, I really don't think that Shiva's Guard was the right choice. Fast forward one more time, so I'm back up. We'll go to 1 minute. And again, this game should have been done 10 minutes ago, but we're just dragging it on. Now they're pushing mid. They have a chance to, if they win a team fight, in reality, if they win a full team fight, 5 down, they could go in and win this game. And that was all because we didn't push one, get those racks, transfer mid. Huge mistake. Looks like they're setting up. They're going to go to Roche. So while they're doing that, I'm just going to fast forward. There's nothing we can really do. So we're just going to sit back, kind of keep them off their tower, and we're going to wait for the team fight. You know, up on high ground. See how far they actually push. Lich is using that frost armor on everybody, which is good.
My sprites are with us.
Everybody's just kind of posturing at this point. Nobody, because this is kind of a make or break. If they win this team fight, they win. There's not much we'd be able to do. Take out those creeps. Since the ult gets stuck in, he's going to be able to take out our Lich. But that ult does so much damage, especially with that scepter that he has. He was able to get a double kill on our 2 supports. We end up taking him out. Nix gets the kill, uses his dagon. I think he's got level 5 at this point. Yep, level 5, so he's able to do a decent amount of damage there. X, I just get a dunk on Tinker. Get stunned pretty bad, but we're going to keep chasing. And it's our 3 carries up, so we should be able to clean up this kill on Magnus. He does have another life here due to Roshan, but we should be able to clean up this kill, and he pushes both of us even closer to his base, which I don't quite get. I know he just wanted to escape, he was trying to do everything, but with this last little stun and a dagon hit, done. So we need to be able to push in, take this last Rax, and just win the game. We delayed that way too much. Way too much. So we'll be able to take this last rack, or this middle racks, and then you'll see I'll transfer to the bottom, but it didn't have to be this hard. It did not have to be this hard. We had the game won at 40 minutes, and just from chasing people around in base, not setting up and just taking the barracks and leaving, we extended it 20 minutes and gave them a very real chance to win the game. Very real chance. But yeah, X, really fun hero in a pub game to use, especially if you get a good support. Wouldn't suggest getting Shiva's guard, but I would suggest getting a blink almost every time on him. You're gonna see I do go down again. They pushed us out even though we ended up getting 2 racks. So at this point, they just have to play clean up inside their base. I'm the only one down. We'll kind of fast forward a little bit. We'll look at some other people. You can see Bounty Hunter's really, really fed up. He's got his Abyssal, which has an awesome stun on it. I don't understand why he has a Shadow Blade. I really don't. There's a lot of other better item choices because his Invis lasts for 30 seconds and it's a 15-second cooldown. Shadow Blade, not a good choice, but the rest of what he's got, really, really good. He's got his level 5 Dagon, plus he has a gem, which might not be necessary, but we have Lich. He's got his Scepter, really good. Mechanism, really good. Tranquil Boots, for a support, it's not so bad to have it this late in the game. He might have wanted to upgrade, but wasn't necessary. So the rest of the team, they were just kind of playing defense, waiting for me to get back up. Now that I am up, we're going to kind of do one last hold off, one last push, and hopefully win the game. And that frost armor that Lich has, really, really nice. The other Titan's got a Lincoln Sphere. And this was a horrible ult by him. He trapped 2 of his guys in mid-Lich ult, got one of them killed, and just bounced. And then we were able to, Lich was able to clean up his own kill on Titan there. So that was just a really, really poor choice on Faceless. But excellent job by Lich. Really keeping him standing still like that really made that ult effective. And now with 3 of them down, there's nothing that Lich or Faceless and Tinker can do. So we're just going to walk right into their base and finish the game. If you guys have any questions, make sure feel free to ask. If you have different heroes that you like or that you want to see or have questions about, also feel free to ask. I do. I'm starting up a Habitat Studios guild. If you guys want to come in and play, go into the chat channel of Habitat Studios. I have it in the description below, and just ask for a guild invite. It's not an issue. All I ask is don't be a douchebag, be friendly. Everybody is at different skill levels, respect that. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the game. Just kind of getting any last kills that we can, which is just cleaning up. That was the end. game, guys. Sorry for making it such a long game, but I just kind of wanted to show how dominating early game in lane like that with a good support. I mean, we shut Magnus down, we shut Faceless down for that first part of the game, which really helps late game because now he's playing catch up. He basically skipped all his other items to go straight for Butterfly. Really slowed him down. And then late game, when you have a chance to end the game, end it. Don't mess around until, I mean, once you have the barracks and you know the game's over, then you can go in, fountain dive, stuff like that. It's fun. But the way I was just sitting in there all alone, just chasing people around, I should have just finished the game, taken the racks, transferred to mid, would have been done 20 minutes ago. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.